response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart.
Those aren't the same thing, but you better explain why you think that.
Call the police immediately.
Why? It's not illegal.
Contact Child Protective Services.
Oh yeah, I couldn't find the real video of him, like the original video.
Scientific justification.
At this point, there was no scientific justification, okay? What's wrong with people wearing a mask outside? Who cares? Also, what if you're in a populated area? You know? Like, if you're just out, like, if I just walk outside, out of my back deck, and go sit outside, that's different from, like, going to an outdoor concert, right?
Or any mask mandate anywhere, isn't it?
No. You still have to wear a mask if you're not vaccinated.
That simple.
No, you're wrong.
That people are being forced to wear masks outside.
Okay, we're gonna watch Candace NOwens. I'm actually recording this on May 10th, but it'll probably come out May 11th or 12th. I don't know. Yeah.
It's the wrong verdict, in my opinion, and I think that it's indicative of the fact that we now live in mob rule. This is mob rule.
No, it's not.
I mean, this...
Let me look up. Derek Chauvin on George. Look, see? Oh, sorry. Look, see, he's crying and his knee, like, look, both his feet are off the ground, right? Therefore, his whole body pressure is going on his neck and upper back. Does that make sense? Like, his feet are off the ground. Therefore, he's pushing. Yeah, he's... Look, see, so he murdered him. And people say George Floyd was on drugs or was a druggie, which, okay. How is that a reason to dislike him? If anything, that's a reason to like him more.
Is based on the evidence that we saw, and this was polluted from start to finish. So, to me, the most important element of this, which I found to be astonishing, was the fact that they never released the full police footage.
They did, but okay.
They had it, they sat on it, they locked it down. It leaked months and months later after the riots, via the Daily Mail, I think.
No. There were different, like, the full police footage was shown, but there were, like, other, like, there were cameras around. There was cameras everywhere, basically. If that makes sense. Yeah, there were a lot of cameras.
But when I watched the full tape, I was astonished that they didn't think to just at least add this context so that people understood, yes, this person was high out of his mind. He asked to be put on the ground. He was arrest. Let's not forget.
He asked to be put on the ground. Doesn't mean you have to choke him for 9 minutes, does it, Candace?
Forget with the media, what they did, the power they had in setting up this narrative to begin with. First, the media said he was just getting his life together. Remember St. George?
Yeah, you
guys remember St. George, right? He was just...
Yeah. Maybe, I hate the media, but they'll definitely make more sense than you right now, Candace. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. You're stupid, Candace, and the media is better than you, even though I hate the media. Dang it, Bobby.
Just getting his life together. He had moved to Minnesota. Yes, he was, had been in prison in the past, but he was
he's been
helping the youth, and everyone.
Yeah, he's helping the youth. Yeah, he's turning his life around. Yeah, he's an important man or whatever. But guess what? Who cares that he died? I mean, now I don't care that he died because the radical left like him. Therefore, I don't like him. Shut up.
Was crying and it was, oh my gosh, this man.
Yeah, he was crying. Yeah, the cop was on his neck for 9 minutes and killing him. But the radical left likes him. Therefore, I don't. Dumb.
Getting a second chance at life and.
Yeah, second chances. Like, what did he do bad?
Maybe.
What was the very naughty thing he did that made him deserve to have his neck be kneeled on for 9 minutes and choke him to death? Explain.
He had the wrong ID or whatever it was using counterfeit bills, and somebody called the police.
A $20 counterfeit bill does not mean death penalty.
and then he was killed. He was brutally murdered.
Yes.
On the basis of him being black. No indication. Nothing was said out of Derek Chauvin's mouth that should insinuate that this was about being black versus white.
I mean, keep in mind, yeah, the cops are known for being racist, if you know what I mean. Like, I'll put the statistic up, but black people are more likely to get shot by the police than really any not white person, I think. Also, the cops are like overwhelmingly Trump supporters, right? And also say Trump supporters tend to be more racist than non-Trump supporters. So the cops tend to be Republican, if that. I'll post the statistics up.
But that was what the media ran with. And then they successfully
because it's right. Sorry. I'm not a big fan of the media, but the media was right on the George Floyd one, except for, like, the right-wing part of the media, which is like 40% of the media. But hey, CNN, I don't like CNN, but they were right about the whole George Floyd stuff.
Every piece of evidence that would have transformed public opinion, right? Every piece of evidence that would have said, wait a second, there's more here. Then they were upset when I released a video and just went over his track record, because it was clear to me, according to his track record, that it was very unlikely that a person that spends, approximately 9 stints in prison, was really just getting his life together.
Yeah. Also, what did he do in prison? I love how she doesn't add on that. Like, what did he do in prison, How did he get there in the first place? How, Candace? How?
After having served the last one. So, to me, I think the saddest part of this is that what we need to acknowledge is that right now, mob rules. The media creates the mob.
No, the mob rule. What do you mean? Oh, no. Actually, wait. When she's right to an extent, because technically, if it wasn't for the BLM movement, Derek Chauvin would have never got arrested. But at the same time, I actually think BLM was did a good thing getting Derek Chauvin arrested, don't you think? I don't know. Type that up in the comments, I guess.
The mob rule. And that's what we just saw play out. Let's just talk about how unusual that is, right? That they never released this full footage so that we could at least see the context and see more, at least be able to discern more facts other than...
Okay, well, she's making the same